Hello, dear YouTube and the web of people and tensions that give this opportunity to express and to be disciplined in my self-study towards massage therapy license. So today I had for our session a few practical logistics. I did wake up late. I lazily got out of bed, or reluctantly I should rather say, got out of bed at like 9:05 and then had breakfast, so I was only able to start at 9:30. And I did promise myself that I would record this video 15 minutes before the end of my session. That did not happen, and that thing of being late this morning and being late with recording this video, yeah, it creates a sense of unease, like I can't trust myself or something. Takes up my worry, my emotional bandwidth. And yesterday I had a long and emotional day helping a friend who is going through a low in her life, as well as went and saw another friend and had my own emotional processing in an intimate relationship. So yeah, I was tired, so I was nice and sleepy this morning. And instead of like studying material right away, I organized my binders and kind of made sure that I knew where all the important documents were at. And then I got into reading and taking quizzes and completing worksheets about the cardiovascular system and learning a little bit about blood. And again, I am still holding that question: how is me knowing what are the components, functions, and components, functions, like structure of blood, how is it relevant to how I touch people? And a few things came up. First of all, one of the main functions of blood is transportation of oxygen from lungs to every single body cell, and then transfer of carbon dioxide from every single body cell towards heart, towards lungs. So that exchange, as well, of course, is all the nutrients feeding every single cell, and then extracting waste material from cells. And usually when we think of receiving a massage, we usually think like, oh, I have a sore muscle, I'm gonna go massage it out. And kind of in the RMT world, we have relaxation massages, a spy technique, and doesn't actually bring any significant health benefits. However, yeah, even in terms of marketing and educating people, like that realization that if I touch a person and I move their tissue, and thus I move their blood, I give an opportunity to the body of the client to circulate fluids. And if they are not a regular athlete, or just not an active person, especially maybe people who are going through diseases and recoveries, like that circulation, me providing the external force for the fluids to move, will create this rivers of flow in the body, and get those stagnated pools moving along towards towards where healing is needed. And by healing I mean there's wounds, and so the clotting mechanism of the blood will come and drop the needed proteins called fibrinogens, by the way, as well as getting the oxygen, as I said, and the nutrients, the needed nutrients to all the cells. Again, and also moving the white blood cells so they can go to those spots of inflammation, or like find like little dirty little corners with bacteria hidden inside. We want the blood to get going. That's why exercise, movement, like walking, running, just being in the plasticity of the body is very much needed. And part of my inspiration of doing massage therapy in general is actually the work of Bonnie Bainbridge-Cohen from Body Mind Centering. And actually me studying anatomy and physiology is following kind of her desire that transferred onto me. Like when I touch something, like what exactly am I touching? Like, what is the quality of it? What is its function? And so I got back to that material, Sensing, Feeling, and Action, the experiential anatomy of body mind centering, and kind of using it as a guide to tell me a story of how I should touch blood, how should I touch the body so I can connect to the quality of blood, to the actual sensorial, physiological structure of the artery or the vein, for example, and the viscosity of blood inside it. So here for touch, Bonnie says that when we touch blood, in your touch, we need to use firm yet pliable rhythmic strokes. And that idea of pliable, because it's smooth, it's fluid, it's soft, but yet it has form, and pliable, like not revving through, but kind of giving it, having form to my touch, because water has form, but yet it's pliable, it's plastic, it can change shape very easily. And the rhythmic strokes, of course, has to do with the arterial flow. And when we touch, want to connect to the arterial essence, to the arterial quality of blood, so movement from the heart to the peripheries. She recommends using pulse rhythms of arteries from the heart towards the periphery, so that pulsing, propelling rhythm. And then use this cyclic wave-like rhythm of the veins from the periphery towards the heart to find the venous flow. And in general, Bonnie says that the blood circulatory system functions in communication, nurturing, embracing gentleness, assertiveness, and the flowing towards and away from ourselves and others. It sets up the basic flowingness of movement and the flow between rest and action. Characteristic qualities of blood are earthiness, feeling, heartfelt, full, and weighted, having substance and life in the body, relating to the earth, energizing and communicative. As an immigrant, I have found it very hard to be in my heart flow, in my heartfelt, earthful feeling fullness here, living in Canada and not in Russia. And Stephen Jenkinson talks about that the Turtle Island in North America is constantly expressing its symptoms of immigration, of being disconnected from the places that we belong, where we know how to be, how to relate to the earth, how to have the resources to act and then to rest. So me as a massage therapist, really knowing how to connect to that blood fullness in myself, and then creating it for others with touch, can bring a state of weighted, full, earthy, locational, landscape, elemental belonging. Yeah, I'm doing spiritual work, not just the technical vigor of becoming a skilled manual therapist. That was a lot. Thank you for listening, and happy blood flow to you all.